Two circles C1 and C2 are drawn on a centimeter grid with a scale of 1 centimeter for 1 unit on each axis. The center of the circle C1 is at the point with coordinates -1, 3 and the radius of C1 is 13 centimeters. The center of circle C2 is at the point with coordinates 7, 18 and the radius of C2 is 6 centimeter. Work out the distance between the center of C1 and the center of C2 and explain why the circle C1 intersects the circle C2. So to work it out, we have to draw something, Now the circles, I think, are too big to draw. This is an exam question, so on the exam paper, and you're not provided with separate graph papers for this. So we have to work it out algebraically or using theorems geometrically. So let's go ahead. So the first thing I did is I have drawn the coordinate axes, right? So that's the first step. Draw the coordinate axis, and then I noticed the centers. So the C2 I drew, and then C1. So C1 is -1, 3 and C2 is 7, 18. So these are the two centers of the two circles. I haven't drawn the circles. I don't think I will be drawing the circles. I leave that to the viewer to draw on paper. So this is C1 and C2. So what's the next step? The next step is to find the relevant point on the coordinate axis. On the y-axis it would be 18. So because C2 is 7, 18, so therefore this point would be 18 and then that point would be 7, and we do the same for the other circle. So this would be 3 because -1, 3, so the y coordinate is 3, so this would be 3, and then that is -1. So if this is -1 and this is the origin, so I haven't marked the origin, so I could say this is 0. Okay, the origin. So the next thing I'm going to do is to draw the radius. So what is the radius? If the radius of C1, they've given us 13 centimeter. So if you start from the center, so that's 3, that's 1, and then this has to be 12. So 1 plus 12, that's 13 centimeters. So that's 13 centimeters. And similarly, this is 6 centimeter, the radius for C2. So all done. So now we join the centers C1 and C2. So now we have a triangle, right angle triangle. So C1AC2 is a right angle triangle, and C1A is 7, so this thing is 7, and 1, that's 8 centimeters, and C2A would be 18, the whole thing is 18 minus this 3, so 18 minus 3, that is 15 centimeters. So then what I do is I apply Pythagoras theorem, and then C1, C2 is the hypotenuse, and that would be 8 square plus 15 square, and did I get it right? Yeah, I got it right. Sorry. So then that would mean C1, C2 is square root of 289, and that is 17 centimeters. And then it says 17 centimeters. Explain why the circle C1, C2 intersect. The reason is the actual radius is the distance between the two radius is more. So if you add up the radiuses individually, 13 plus 6 you get 19, and 17 is less than 19. Therefore the circles intersect. So that completes this question. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe, and for more maths problem solving videos visit my channel at Hypatia Math 147. Thank you.